Our game plan tonight, I'm going to use the same game plan as last Tuesday, the last class. We're going to do 3 rounds of non-stopping inhalation and exhalation. We'll do the breath hold for 30, 60, and 90 seconds. And I'll give you some time. So you know when you couldn't hold your breath long enough and you have to get out of it. And once again, this is not a competition. This is really an assessment, a practice on using breath as a practice. Okay, so a couple of things to remind you when we breathe in and out, non-stopping, making sure that if your pace is slower than what I'm calling, catch up a little bit. If my pace is too fast for you, you can miss 1 or 2, that's okay. So in other words, that just try to match my pace. And number 2, that when you hold your breath, I prefer to sit down. In other words, I actually prefer to sit on the chair so I can relax my back against the back of the chair. On the floor, it's perfectly fine. And the reason is that for some people, when they practice breathing exercise, they may pass out. So this is a little bit closer when you pass out instead of some other positions. Okay, it did happen before, but it hasn't happened in my class because those warning. So again, try to relax your body during the exercise. And the reason we hold our breath for 30, 60, and 90 seconds is creating that progressions of the practice. So really focusing on when you hold your breath for 30 seconds, most of people probably don't need to do anything. They can do it without thinking. I would like you to think about when we hold our breath for 30 seconds, how can you have the same mindset when you hold it for 60 seconds and 90 seconds? In other words, almost like you're not doing anything and let it happen. Okay, and once again, if you couldn't hold the breath that long, just breathe and then we'll catch up. Okay, don't hold your breath to the point that you're going to pass out. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I'm going to time you, and even Adley is not here. Adley remind me last class that don't lie about how long I'm actually asking you to hold your breath. So tonight I'm not going to lie about it because sometimes I will tell you that it's only 30 seconds, but you might be holding it for 40 or 50 seconds already. So tonight, I'm not going to do that trick. Wink, maybe. All right, so let's go for 20 rounds of inhalation and exhalation. Okay, so let's get it started here. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. In, out. In, out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale all the way in. Exhale all the way out. Inhale, exhale. That's 10. 10 more. Inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation, exhalation. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. In, out. In, out. In, out. 2 more to go. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Hold your breath for 30 seconds. Keep your body relaxed and steady. Feel the pulses around your body. That's 10 seconds. Focus on the sensation around your body can help you. That's 20 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And deep breath in. Hold your breath for 15 seconds. Still relax your body. Take a moment to feel the difference between locking your breath right now and earlier. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. Let's breathe for a couple rounds. Digest the sensation a little bit, but just quick server here that raise your hand if you can hold your breath for 30 seconds, the full 30 seconds. Okay, good. And hopefully you know what I meant. For a lot of people, that's quite straightforward, quite easy. You relax your body. Okay, So now the next time we're going to hold our breath for 60 seconds. Relax your body, because sometimes people will respond or mentally or respond to a little bit panic or even an urge to breathe. Same thing. Imagine you are doing it exactly 30 seconds. Okay, ready? Okay, let's go for it here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. In, out. In, out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. In, out. In, out. That's 10. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. In, out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. In, out. In, out. In, out. 2 more to go. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Lock your breath for 60 seconds. Start it now. Relax your body. Feeling the sensation around your body, and use that sensation to relax. Feeling like you're not doing anything, that's it. And that's 30 seconds. Relax. That's 40 seconds, almost there. That's 50 seconds, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And deep breath in. And hold your breath for 15 seconds there. Compare the sensation from the last time you hold your breath. Inhalation, hold your breath a little bit easier. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. Breathe a couple of rounds, natural rounds, the pace you feel comfortable with. And quickly kind of raise the hands raise your hands if you hold your breath for the whole 60 seconds. Okay, good, good. And again, it's not a competition. Everyone has different pace. You know, in the last class, I remind you that breathing exercise is kind of my tool to assess how under stress I am. Quite often, if I'm relaxing enough, I can hold 90 seconds pretty naturally. There were days that I can hold 75 seconds, that's about it, because it's just that stress building it up. So that has become a really good tool for me to relax, and that's why we're practicing these. There are multiple benefits for the exercise we're doing, but one of the benefits, it helps us to relax. Okay, now for the final round, we're going to do the same thing, but holding our breath for 90 seconds. Again, you can assess where you are. Okay, let's go for it here. 20 rounds. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. That's 10. In, out. In, out. In, breathe fully, out. In, out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. 5 more to go. In, out. In, out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. 2 more to go. In. Out. In. Out. And hold your breath for 90 seconds. Stay quiet. Relax. Feel the pulses at different spots of your body and use that sensation to relax. That's 30 seconds. That's 45 seconds. That's 60 seconds. Almost there. Relax. Fifteen seconds left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And deep breath in. Hold your breath for 15 seconds. Once again, compare the sensation and the last time when you held your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. Now start to breathe naturally. And feel free to move around, move your shoulder, move your head a little bit. So now raise your hand if you hold the whole 90 seconds. Alright, now let's create a little bit of range here that raise your hand if you hold your breath between 60 to 90 seconds. Alright, you can hold your breath between 30 to 60 seconds. Raise your hand. Okay, good. You can hold your breath between 0 and 30 seconds. Feel free to raise the hand. Okay, good, good. And again, it's really not a competition and assessment. Certainly, this is a really good practice on building the capacity within your body. Capacity means that the resistance to the CO2 inside your body, and also multiple benefit here. Okay, good job. So we finished this round of warm-up. Now let's continue the rest of the class here. Again, as I mentioned before that our class tonight is really follow along. So let's come into all fours. We're going to do the cat pose to warm up our spine and body, especially the theme tonight is trunk. When you come to all four, making sure that keep your hips directly above your knees, keep your shoulder directly above your hands, and start to do the angry cat. That means head in, tailbone in, middle back up, and neutral position and happy cat. Head up, tailbone up, belly down, and create a rhythm for yourself. It's not about fast or slow. Try to move smoothly, regardless of your pace. Good. And allow your breath to flow naturally with this movement. As you move, I think your body is going to understand how to breathe. And continuously move the happy cats and angry cats. I will give you different hints for you to consider. When you tuck your head in, tailbone in, middle back up, really push through your hands to push the space between your shoulder blades up. Okay. When you lift your head up, tailbone up, belly down, you can try to squeeze the hands toward your knees to create a little bit more traction. You can use the same idea that when you're heading and tailbone in, you can push your hands forward to create a traction to push between your shoulder blades. So really make an effort to create a deeper shapes of your spine, but still breathe. Excellent. And certainly you can pause at the end of the position if you feel that's what you want, instead of just keep moving. That means that you can stay at the angry cat, so really push through between your shoulder blades up to the sky, or really look up, tailbone up, belly down. You can feel some deeper curve of your lower back. It's perfectly okay as well. Good. Excellent. And now slowly coming to the still position, let's add a little bit twist here. So turn your head to look at your tail if you got one, or you can just look at your right foot. And then bring your body to the neutral position and turn your head to look at your left foot or your tail. In this whole process, keep your arms straight by just keeping your spine curving one to the others. And you have choice when you turn your head. Your hip might stay the same, but you can try to bring the hip toward to your head. Now there's a deeper curve, right? Or you can just leave your hips alone if that's what you feel comfortable. We just want to create a little bit more movement along with your spine. Good. And similar to angry cat and happy cat, you can turn to look at your foot or your tail. Stay there a little bit. And turn to the other side. Stay there a little bit in addition to continuously moving your body. Good. Just a couple more rounds. Are you still breathing? And you can combine those two together here. Maybe angry cats, happy cats a little bit. Maybe twist to one side or the others. Taking turn. And just get a feeling of any tight spot you have today. And remind yourself that you can keep your body soft. Good. Excellent. Now when you are ready, you can push your hip back. You can sit on here. You can shake it up a little bit here. Shake out your body. Rotate your body a little bit. Good. Cat pose is just a nice way to kind of warm up our body. Okay. All right. And now we're going to going through some different movement with our trunks. The first one is we're going to use the floor to do the kneeling side bend. So please come into your knees and put your knees a little bit wider than hip width apart. So you're almost like a tripod. On the back, you can see that, and bring my toes in to get a better support here. You can see that. And now bring your left hand at your left waist as a support. Lift your chest. Take a deep breath in. Lean to the left. See if you can lean onto your left hand. Still keeping your head looking forward. That means that keeping your right shoulder pointing up. Okay, don't turn in or turn out too much here. Take your time to slowly lean a little bit more onto your left hand and hips. Some of you might be available to slide your left hand down, put your hands on your calf. That's fine. Now you get a little bit more support if you got a range. Remember, it's not a position that we try to achieve, it's really feeling the stretch. So you can bring your right hand at the right sides of your ribs, especially lower part, to see if you can breathe into that part. For each round of inhalation and then exhalation, can you let go a little bit more? Good. Breathe and relax. Remember, all you do is just leaning onto your left hand. Great. Now let's bring the stretch to your left a little bit. Roll your right shoulder forward. Extend your right arms overhead. The right arm can be straight or bended, that's okay. But just try to pull your right hand and right arm off from your right shoulders. Can you still breathe? Good. You can change the stretching focus to a little bit more lower back by rolling the right shoulder a little bit more forward. So explore that slightly. Bring the right shoulder forward. Do you feel the stretch change? Good. You can continue exploring different range there. At some point, you can point your right hands down and bring your right arms up, and you can sit down a little bit here, get comfortable, rotating your body. Usually when we do the side bend, you can feel the difference between left and right away. Okay, so just twist around a little bit here. And again, it's a follow along class, but if you have any comments or questions, feel free to jump in. Otherwise, we'll continue to keep it going. Okay. All right, now let's try the other side here. Now allow your hip to be hip width apart. Okay. And now right hand at the waist. Lift your chest, keep your head looking forward. Take a deep breath in, slowly lean onto your right hand. In other words, relax your upper body. Bring your weight onto your right hand, not forcing, just let your body relax. Good, breathe and relax. See how much you can Allow your body to lean toward to the right. And for some people, once again, you can slide your right hands down. You might be able to bring your right hand on your calf. Now you can really lean onto your right arm, right hand onto your calf. Good. Bring the left hand at the ribs on the left side, on the lower part especially. See if you can breathe deeply onto that part of the ribs. And each exhalation, can you let go a little bit more? Still keeping your left shoulder pointing up. Okay. Breathe and relax. Good. Now turn your right shoulder forward. Extend your left arm overhead. And try to extending your left arm and left hand up from your left shoulders. If you feel a little bit more stretch of your leg, as well as the side of your body. Can you still breathe? Don't hold your breath in side bend or twist. You can roll your left shoulder a little bit more forward. Now, different sensation to your lower back, right? Change the angle to see what you need. Continue to extend your arms in this whole process. At some point, the left hand pointing down, bring your arms up, and that's it. And now you can sit down, move around a little bit here. Good. So that's a side bend. Again, another wonderful exercise to open the side of your body, especially help your ribs to breathe a little bit more. Okay. Next exercise, we're going to stay on the floor. We're going to do the lying rotations. It's a wonderful exercise for this whole range of your body, especially the outside of the hips. Okay. So that's coming down to the floor, and we're approaching it by lying sideways to begin with. So to begin with, so you can lie on the right side of your body, the right hip, outside the right legs. Keep your legs straight to begin with. You can see my right elbow is supporting my upper body for now. So I can bring, great, everyone. This look like, imagine you're lying on the beach here. Okay, and now bend your left knees, the top legs. Keep your left knee about 90 degrees. And slowly see if you can use your arm to rest your right shoulder down to the floor and your head down to the floor. If your head is a little bit too much away from the floor, because everyone has different build, maybe your build will be thicker, you can try to bring a pillow or a block so your head can rest comfortably. And now use your right hand from the outside of your left knee. Hold your left knees like this. So you're stabilizing your left knees and try to keep it there. Okay, keep it there means not pulling them down to the floor. Keep it there means that try to keep it stabilized, and you want to do anything with your right hand, pull it to the right. And now to create a stretch, extend your left arm back along the floor and out to the left, and see if you can try to keep your left hand, left elbow, and left shoulder toward to the floor. Your left shoulder might not be able to rest on the floor, that's all right. The important thing is you feel the stretch. Stay here for numbers of breaths, focusing on relaxing your legs, your hips, and your back. If you can look at yourself from the top, your right legs and your trunk and your head is straight line. So what I'm saying here is that keep your spine lengthened, not curving. Otherwise, it can be challenging to breathe. And if there's more room to go into deeper stretch, you can try to use your right hand to pull your left knee to the right more. Good. But always pay attention to, are you relaxing your hips and are you relaxing your arms? Breathe and relax. Where do you feel the stretch? And how does it feel? Good. Once again, coming to the end of the range there, let's use contractions. Okay? Take a deep breath in. Try to push your left bottom back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And deep breath in and relax. Relax your belly. Again, are you still breathing steadily? To restretch, pull your left knee to the right more. Or maybe you can rest your left arm and left shoulder down more. Before the next contraction, making sure you're not tightening your hips or legs. Relax. One more contraction here. Push your left buttock back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. And relax. Relax your belly, your hips, your legs, and your chest. To stretch, can you pull your left knee to the right more? Good. Everyone's still breathing, right? Good. Excellent. To come up, bring the left arm back up and to the right. So you can use your left hand to push yourself up and let go of your right hand. And just sit up. So you can twist around a little bit here to feel the difference. And ask yourself one more time, where did you and where do you still feel the stretch and how does that sensation feel? Good. This has become one of my favorite exercises because again, probably sitting in front of the computer too much, I feel a lot of tightness right here. It just feels great. All right, now let's try the other side. So the other side means that lying on the left side of your body, left hip, outside of your left legs. And I like to start with elbows supporting my upper body, making sure I can lie down comfortably. So I can use my hand to gently bring my body down while bending the right knees forward. Keep it 90 degrees to begin with. Okay, so you can use your left hand to hold down to your right knees and see if you can relax your head down. And once again, use a block, use a bolster if your head couldn't rest on the floor comfortably. So use your left hand to hold down your right knees from the outside of your right knees. Just get comfortable to begin with. Comfortable means that are you lifting your chest? Once again, if I look at you from the top, your left legs, trunk, and your head is all on the same line. Good. Take comfortable. It's not important your right knee is on the ground or not. The important thing is use your left hand to pull your right knee to the left. All right, and now let's deepen the stretch here. Extend your left arm overhead and draw a big circle to the right. So you can bring your right hand and right shoulders and right arm toward to the floor. And once again, your right arm and right shoulder might not be able to touch the floor, and your left knees might come up a little bit higher. That's where that use your left hand to pull your right knee to the left while maintain your right shoulder, right arm, and right hand down toward to the floor is where you're going to feel the stretch. I like to put my left elbow on the floor as I pull my right knee to the left because I can relax my left arm a little bit more. Another way to think about this is that can you try to breathe by putting your sternum facing the ceiling? So that means that you really try to place your right shoulder down. Once again, we're not looking for a specific shape, but focus on can you breathe and relax while you're feeling the stretch. Are you relaxing your legs and hips? Are you relaxing your belly and chest? Breathe and relax. Can you pull your right knee to the left more for more stretch? Can you relax your right shoulder down more and round down more? Or even extending your right hand away from you more. Good. Now let's use the contraction to see if that helps us to relax more. Take a deep breath in. Push your right buttocks back to the right for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in and relax. Relax your belly to re-stretch. Can you relax your right arm and right shoulder down to the floor more, or pull your right knee to the left more? Let's try one more contraction here. But before we do that, relax your legs, relax your hips. Relax your waist muscle and your back. For the contraction, push the right buttock back to the right for 5, 4, Breathe really harder. 1 and 1 and 1 and relax. 1 or 2 rounds of breath here, making sure you relax your hips, your legs, and your belly. Now can you stretch more by pulling the right knee to the left more. Breathe into the spot that you feel the tensions. That may help you to relax that spot. Good. To come up from stretch, just bring your right arm overhead and back to the floor in front of you as you lie on the side, and use your right arm to push yourself up, coming up to a sitting position here, and just do a little bit rotating of your waist. Again, digest the sensation you had or what you had before. You can move around the body a little bit. Good. So that's rotations. And for the next exercise, that's where we need a bolster. And when we sure, go for it, Adley. I prefer and I recommend bring your palms down, because that's easier for you to push the whole arms down toward the floor and keeping your shoulder down. All right, any other questions? All right, now it's good time to bring up your bolster, and I recommend a harder, firmer bolsters for passive back bend, which is what we are going to do. But if you don't have that, use what you have. Sometimes folding the blanket or sometimes the side of the sofa can be useful, as long as you can find a way to relax. And again, I prefer something that is not as soft. Otherwise, when you lie down, you can squeeze it down. And if you got a big bolster, we usually use for performance stretch, that can be useful too. And you feel you need to be more high, you can stack some blanket on it. And similar to somebody mentioned about this at the beginning of the class, that the height of the bolster depends on your flexibility, so you can adjust that. Just remember that our job is not just lying there too comfortable. You do want to feel the stretch. Okay, so if you are not familiar with this exercise, feel free to take a look at what I'm doing. Otherwise, feel free to follow along. Okay, so sit in front of the bolster like this. The goal is putting your shoulder blades on the highest point of your support. So you can bring your hands here, bend your elbow, just kind of wiggle your body and see if you can find a place that, okay, your shoulder blade is on the highest point of your support. And bend your knees. You will need your leg to support you as we enter this stretch. Put the hands behind your head so you can allow your head and neck to relax. From here, first thing first, push into your feet, lift your hips up so your spine is straight, so there's no back bend whatsoever. First thing first, continue to allow your head and neck to relax by using your hands to place your head behind you. If your head can rest on the floor, great. If your head is hanging off from the support and you feel comfortable, great. If you don't feel comfortable, feel free to put a block, bolsters or blankets so your head has somewhere to rest. I would recommend open your mouth in a back bend position. It will make you a little bit more comfortable. If you can, extend your arms overhead like this. Or if that's too much, you can bend your elbow. You can touch your fingers on your chest. That might be a little bit more comfortable. Regardless, this is not a stretch yet. The stretch happens when you take a deep breath in slowly, without any movement in terms of your shoulder blades and the bolster. Lower your hip down toward the floor. Move it very slowly because you might feel different sensation of the tensions. Don't go too fast. If your buttocks can rest on the floor, great. You can use that to relax your whole body. If your buttock is hanging up from the bolster and you feel comfortable, that's all right. Although your legs and feet probably need to work harder to allow your buttocks and body to relax. Remind yourself, relax your trunk, the front of your body and the back of your body. Although we are stretching the front of your body, sometimes your back will get tightened up to avoid the stretch. So breathe and relax. Let your body to fall onto the bolster, and between the bolster and your hips, relax the part of the spine. Breathe and relax. Once again, open your mouth in the back bend position. Will be more comfortable. Ask yourself, where do you feel the stretch? And where do you still feel the tension? Can you breathe and let the tension go? Breathe and relax. In this position, you can also try to tuck your tailbone in a little bit more and create a deeper curve on your lower back. Relax your tailbone. Tuck your tailbone in, relax your tailbone. Again, just small movement to really focus on strengthening your lower back. Strengthening your lower back doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Sometimes people associate back pain to back is too tight. But the lower back area, there are so many muscles. They can use some conditioning as well. And certainly you can always relax your belly, relax your back. Come up, bring your hands behind your head again. Use your hand to lift your head up without tightening your head and neck, and push into your feet. Lift your hips up, get out of stretch, and roll up from the support. And remember, whenever we do the back bend, it's getting to number 1 of the daily fight to give a little bit recovering the counter pose. Oh, that feels so good for my back right after the exercise. Good. And again, you can do the micro movement, shift your weight left and right a little bit here. Just explore those areas. Great. Ah, that feels so nice, isn't it? Excellent. Good. And again, move around your body a little bit. We're going to do the same exercise one more time, because quite often for the back bend, at least my personal experience is that the first time is kind of just loosen up your body a little bit. The second time you can really get deep into it, almost similar to elephant walks. We tend to do it twice. Okay. So again, question, comments, feel free to speak out, but feel free to decide on where the second time you want to place your back on the bolster. Sometimes people prefer to move maybe toward to the bottom part of the shoulder blades or upper part of the shoulder blade. You can move around to decide what you need today. Okay? Right, so let's sit in front of the bolster one more time. And again, bring your back toward to the bolster and decide on which part of your body you want to place on bolster. Kind of wiggle around a little bit. Once you find that spot, bring your hand behind your head so you can allow your head and neck to relax. Bend your knees and push your hips up on a straight position. Keep your spine straight so you can focus on your head to begin with. Use your hands to release your head back toward to the floor. Extend your arms behind you. Good. Hopefully the second time is easier. And then remember, now it's time to lower the hips down. When your buttock touch the floor, don't just drop your buttocks. Take your time to relax the whole buttocks toward to the floor. And breathe. Once again, open your mouth. Relax your front body. Relax your back body. And can you relax your arms and shoulders as well? Good. Breathe and relax. This is one of those exercises that you have to be patient, breathe deeply, and let it happen. You might feel other parts of your body are letting go. Great. Breathe and relax. In this exercise, breathe deeply is the key. Think about expanding your ribs through your breath, and on each exhalation, let go a little bit more. Good. And if you feel your arm position here is not getting too much stretch, you can actually open your arms, bring your arms to shoulder height, palms facing up, open your chest this way. It can be open a little bit more to your front, your chest, but remind yourself, don't tighten any parts of your body as you change your arm position. Breathe and relax. If there's any tight spot, see if you can breathe into that spot. It might help you to relax more. As an example, I actually feel the psoas on my left side that's inside my belly. So I'm trying to relax that muscle. A little movement here, and again, don't leave your hips up from the floor, continuously keeping your hips relaxed. You can move your knees slightly to the left, to the right, to feel the different part of your hips and lower back to stretch. But please move slowly so you can really feel the stretch. You can even pause a little bit to one side and relax the tension you feel. That's great. For me, moving the knees to the right, I can release and relax the left side of my body more. Good. To come up, bring the hands behind your head. Lift your head up from the floor and pushing your feet. Lift your hips up from the floor. It slides up from the bolster. One more time. Number 1 of the daily 5. So keep your big counter pose for the back bend. Good. Doesn't that feel good? This passive back bend used to be an exercise that I don't get it, but I think I appreciate it more and more simply by relaxing more. Good. And again, you can sit up, move your spine, move your trunk left and right a little bit. Good. For the next exercise, you can actually lift the bolster behind you. It will become obvious when we mention about that here, because the last stretching exercise we are doing tonight. Think about that here. We do the flexion, extension, side bend, rotations. But one thing, sorry, I apologize, that one thing we haven't done is flexions. So to do the flexion, we are getting into a wonderful pose, not exactly favorite for everyone because it's kind of challenging, the plow. Okay, so once again, if you are not comfortable or not familiar with this exercise, feel free to take a look at what I'm doing. If you are comfortable, feel free to follow along. But before we do the exercise, I do want to stretch the back of your neck a little bit because plow is actually a very deep neck stretch as well. So in sitting any position you want, take a deep breath in, bring your chin toward to your chest, just feeling the back of your neck to begin with. Take a couple of rounds of breath to bring your chin closer to your chest. Take your time. When you're ready, lift your hands up. You can use your finger or hands or palms. Bring them at the highest point of your head. Relax your arms so you can use the weight of your hands and arms to pull the chin toward to the chest. Remember, relax your arms and hands means that your elbow is pointing down. Now, let's use a true contraction here. Take a deep breath in. Try to lift your head back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in and relax more. Good. One more contraction. Push your head back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in and relax. Can you bring the chin toward your chest more? Good. Bring your finger in front of your forehead. Push your forehead back and move your neck. Shrug your shoulder a little bit. And hopefully that'll warm you up for the plows. So for the plow, we're going to lie down on our back and could put a bolster or some sort of support behind you. That's what I mean, above your head this way. Okay. Relax your legs down, lying flat to begin with. And once again, please practice plow slowly. We actually spend some time practicing plow. It is serious, but still do it mindfully. Okay. Bring your arms alongside your body, palm facing down so you can support yourself a little bit. I like to bend my knees and bring the knee into my chest and then strengthening my legs by pointing the toes up to the sky. From here, I'm going to try to keep my legs straight. If you are comfortable, you can push through your hands. Use your stomach muscle to bring the hip up away from the floor. You can use your hands to support your hips or not. If you are not comfortable, always use your hands on each side of the hip to support your hips. Okay, good. And now, as much as you can, keep your legs straight and bring your legs over you and behind you. If this is challenging to you, yes, you can bend your knees and try to bring your hip over as much as you can. So take your time, roll onto your shoulders by keeping your legs straight. If you have bolster or any support behind you, maybe you can place your feet onto it. Then you can learn how to relax there. You don't need it, but it might be comfortable for some of you. So continuously stay here, breathe and relax. Good. You can continuously to see you can wiggle your feet closer and closer to the floor. And once again, it's not just about the position we try to get into. What's the stretching sensation you feel? Good. Breathe and relax. How much extending your legs? If you have to come up, that's alright. Come up slowly, but try to come back in. So a couple variation here. If your legs still straight, you can move your feet to the left, to the right. And now bend your knee to see how much you can bring your knee next to your ear. And again, you can support your hips with your hands. Good. Now with the hands supporting your hips, you can lean to the left, your hips, and lean your hips to the right. Good. Are you still breathing? And now keep spreading your legs more. Good. I feel a lot of buttocks and lower back nerve kind of sensation. And it's a little bit hard to speak in this position for sure. Good. Breathe and relax. You can lift your feet off from the floor or higher and lower a couple times. Just kind of feeling the lower back and buttock. To come up, bring your legs back up. You can use your hand to support yourself. Slowly, if you can, keep your legs straight. Slowly roll onto your upper back, middle back, lower back, but still keeping your legs straight. And then continuously when your lower back touch the floor, legs still straight. Slowly extend your legs forward and down toward to the floor. Now you use a lot of core strength to do that. And you'll be amazed when your feet coming back to the floor. That's a nice relief. Good. And when you're done, feel free to sit up. Move around a little bit here. Good job, everyone. And that's a wonderful strengthening exercise as well. Whenever I do that exercise, it's quite relaxing. But also my body warm up very quickly. Okay. So we covered the whole range of the trunks. Good job, everyone. Take a little bit, couple rounds of breath. Especially lying upside down, you can take a bit of time to digest. So this is a good time to set up your nest for the final exercise, the lying relaxation. So you might need a blanket. I always like to have a blanket cover myself because during the lying relaxation, your body can get cold. I always recommend that find a place that's a little bit darker, not too bright. Sometimes not optimal, so that's why that something like this, the iPad can be very nice. A little bit weight onto your eyes. It's actually kind of blocking the light into your eyes. So that's another option you can use. Regardless, get yourself ready and come into a lying position. Again, take your time to choose how you want to approach these. That's why I call it set up your nest. So lie on your back, get into the position you feel comfortable. You tend to be relaxed and straighten your legs onto the floor. Allow the feet spreading a little bit wider than hip width apart and bring your arms alongside your body, palm facing up. And whether you're experienced practitioners or beginners for lying relaxation, it's always useful to have a signal to start the practice and a signal to end the practice. For us, the start of the relaxation practice is, let's take a deep breath in. On exhalation, sigh out through your mouth, make a sound. Ah. Allow your body to hear and feel the sound, and do it 2 more times with your own pace as a signal to your body that I'm ready to relax. Excellent. And now, just focusing on how you feel right now. You don't need to breathe any specific breathing pattern. Just allow your body to breathe naturally. You might feel that when you breathe naturally, your chest actually doesn't move too much, but more your belly and lower part of your ribs. Compared to the breathing exercise at the beginning of the class, you don't need to force in and out of the air. Just breathe naturally. And start to pay attention to the ground supporting you through your body. Do you feel your heels resting on the floor comfortably? Start with the left foot. Without a lot of effort, see if you can gently point your left toes toward to your left knee, just slightly. And on the exhalation, can you relax left foot and allow your left foot, left ankle, and left toe to relax. Now focus on the right foot. Without a lot of effort, can you point your right toes toward to your right knee, just slightly. And on the exhalation, relax the effort. Allow your right foot and right heel to rest whatever they want. Okay, take a moment to feel your feet and ankles. Use that sensation to relax your legs. Feel the sensation between your hips and your heels. Whatever part of your body touching the floor, relax through those parts. It may be your calf, your hamstrings, and your buttocks. And focus on your hips and buttocks for a moment. So you can squeeze your buttock just gently and almost feeling your hips is coming a little bit higher. And slowly relax your buttocks, allow your hips to relax and continuously relax onto the floor. And take a moment to allow your lower body to let go. Allow the gravity to make your lower body heavy. All you need to do is nothing. Now, focus on your arms and shoulders. See if you can lift your left shoulder just slightly off from the floor, maybe not even leaving the floor, just feeling that effort of lifting them up a little bit, and relax your left shoulders. And use that sensation to relax your left shoulder, left arms, and left hands. Now focus on your right shoulder and right arm. See if you can lift your right shoulder up just a little bit and relax your right shoulder. Allow it to rest on the floor. And use that sensation to relax your right shoulder, right arm, and right hands. And let's focus on our hands a little bit. Start with the left hand. So you can slowly curl your fingers into your palms, feeling the air between your fingers, so that means move slowly. And feel the first touch of your finger touching different parts of the finger and hands or touch your palms. And then make a soft fist. And gradually making a hard fist, squeeze your hands really hard. And on exhalation, relax your left hands and left fingers and let it open up whatever your left hands feel comfortable with. And focus on your right hand. Slowly curl your fingers into your palms, feeling the air, feeling the first touch through your fingers. Gradually make a soft fist and gradually making a hard fist. On exhalation, slowly relax your hands and fingers and open your hands. And let your hands and wrists rest. Now bring the awareness along the back of your body. Just tuck in your tailbone a little bit and see if you can bring your lower back closer to the floor. And on the exhalation, see if you can relax that effort, but still allow your lower back to relax. Allow that sensation of the relaxation going up toward to your middle back and your upper back, and along with your shoulders and arms. Without lifting your head, just slightly, can you turn your head left and right just slightly? Again, still allow your head to be heavy. After a couple times, bring your head back to the center. And now see if you can just tuck your chin toward your chest a little bit to lengthen the back of your neck. And let go of that effort to see if you can feel that the back of your neck is lengthening a little bit. If you haven't yet, relax your mouth and lips. There's probably a space between your upper lips and lower lips. And relax your tongue. And use that sensation to relax your whole face, including your ears and your eyes. Can you feel your eyelids through your eyeballs? Use that sensation to allow your eyeballs to be heavy through gravity. Allow your eyeballs to fall into your head and sink into your head. Now focus on your eyebrows a little. See if you can squeeze your eyebrows together just slightly. And then let go of that effort so you can feel how it is like to do nothing. And also feel the space between your eyebrows and your forehead. Relax your forehead. Feeling the weight of your head through the back of your head resting on the ground. Let it go and feel the weight through gravity. All you need to do is do nothing. Just breathe and relax. Breathe and relax. Breathe and relax. Come out of the lying relaxation, as a signal to end the practice. Slowly extend your arms to the ceiling and behind you and lengthen through your fingertips and all the way to your toes to stretch the front body. Now bring your arm next to your body and do it 2 more times as a way to signal yourself that I'm coming out of lying relaxation, and allow your breath to come back to whatever your body feels comfortable to breathe with.